So the auto line is a automated system that we have that is a contiguous line of equipment that we use to build microelectronics, modules, packages, all different types of products. The dream was one that Jim Angeloni had when I first started working here. He communicated his dream and his vision to me, and even had a mock-up made of the auto line with some older equipment. So we took that and ran with it, and we basically started working with Palomar. We developed the idea and the plan going into that, and came up with a set of equipment and handlers and everything that goes together to make the line. Getting the thing up and running was also a challenge because of the nature of the product we were building. It had a lot of technical challenges as far as pick and place, eutectic, reflow. We do automatic eutectic die attach with XY scrubbing down in a cavity in the substrate. So there were a lot of tricks and things that we had to do to get that to work. Despite the amazing capabilities of the equipment, we had a lot of challenges to get that programming done. Another challenge we had was the wire bonding. Initially, we had a lot of challenges getting the wire bonding to run automatically. There's a lot of pattern recognition. The systems, again, are very advanced and capable, but it takes a lot to get that to where it needs to be to run automatically as well. The reliability that comes from the auto line is the consistency and the quality that comes out of it, and the fact that you don't have to put any touch labor, any manual handling on these parts. That's where you really get the benefit, because these things are being put together automatically. One of the things that we really saw as a neat part of this project is that it's going to be going into the hands of the soldiers on the front lines. It's a radio that's going to be in the field. It's going to be protecting guys. It's going to be helping them communicate when they're halfway around the world, and really is an important part of our nation's security ultimately. When we first brought this project in-house, it was very early in its design phase. We went through several spins with the customer where they would come up with new substrate layouts, new bills of materials, new assembly drawings. So we realized that as an opportunity for us to have some input on the module itself and the design of it to make it more manufacturable. A lot of those things had to do with material selection, oven curing profiles, reflow profiles, stencil designs for our SMT line. The list goes on and on. The main thing that we learned is just to get involved as early as possible and to give the customer our inputs, to allow them to change their design if possible, to change their train of thought when it comes to how their thing's going to be put together. Maybe even make big design changes that would actually change the whole body of their part on the outside. So there are a lot of things that we do every day that we are very familiar with, and we know the easiest way or the best way to do these type of things, and getting that word back to the customer as early as possible is a big deal. Our defects ultimately. When we first started building the thing, I would guess we were down in the 70 to 75% yield range at pre-seal test. By the time we got done with all of our improvements and changes, not only were we a lot more efficient at building those, and we were building over 120 a day, but we also were getting up in the mid to high 90s as far as a pre-seal test yield. So we really improved the reliability and the performance of these parts through all the work that we did. Now that we've done that, I feel that we have a huge ability and a huge leg up on our competition as far as bringing in new part numbers, new part types, and tooling up for the auto line to be able to build those as well. So I feel like we're really ready to unleash the thing and get it going with some other products. Even without this line, Natel has an amazing team and is able to do a lot of amazing things as far as building complex parts, reliable parts. We've tackled all kinds of different challenges without the auto line. With the auto line, we're able to increase the volume, the throughput, the consistency of everything we build. And up to this point, we've been able to do that all with one shift, so we have a lot of flexibility as far as expanding our capacity, our capability. We're working with some of the latest and greatest equipment, latest and greatest customer designs. We're always building newer and more integrated products and technology that it's really amazing to see what these things can do.